Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going over the top teams to run for the Snow Stomper boss on epic, hell, and endless difficulty. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, guys, if you have a formation that did the best for you last week that you were running, do a couple runs with that team. It might be the best for you in today's level of difficulty as well. However, then you can try after that the other teams which I'm going to be showing you in this video. Okay, I'm going to lead it off with the two different fully free-to-play versions, basically not using Reinier at Mythic Plus. There are a lot of great teams to run if you have Reinier at Mythic Plus, which I will show you. However, if you don't have that, then these are going to be your next best options. So we have a free-to-play epic team. Even at a lower resonating level, it should work as long as your level is not too far behind. Free-to-play level should work if you've been playing actively. And it is going to be with the Surging spell. Basically, today the Blade Summon spell is the overall best artifact, especially in Endless. However, Surging is going to be like the second best. So if you see any team today, you can try it with both of the two artifacts depending on which one you have. So this one is going to be Sonya buffing up Odie and Lily May, which, I mean, a lot of people would have built up. Shakira should be at plus 10 exclusive equipment, and Mikola, ideally you would have her at Supreme Plus, but even if you don't, you can run her without that. And this is with the Surging spell. For Epic, this should be fine because basically Epic difficulty today shouldn't be too difficult for you to survive, and you can run a team like this. However, Hell mode for the free-to-play resonating levels is going to be very difficult for you to survive, and so we have like a really defensive sort of team setup for the free-to-play players that I will show you after this. But as you can see here, Shakira should be able to cast his ultimate before the Snow Stomper boss silences him, and that is going to give the damage reduction and the boosted damage to your allies in the front. And I mean, this will be able to clear epic difficulty, as you guys can see, if your resonating level is high enough and your heroes are invested highly enough. If this is not clearing it for you, don't worry, then I'm going to show you guys the Reinier teams, which will definitely clear it. However, the problem is you will have to have Reinier at Mythic Plus in order to run that. Okay, now we're going to move on to the free-to-play Hell team, and then I will show you guys the Reinier Mythic Plus teams in order to clear Epic and Hell, or like try to get your top score of today. Okay, so here's a free-to-play Hell team. Basically, Ragutra and I did testing, and this was the team which came out on top for him, yeah, other than the Reinier team. His Reinier team ended up doing the best for him, even on Hell mode, but we know that there are people out there who do not have Reinier at Mythic Plus, and so we're going to try this team. And the idea behind this team is that Mikola is going to be delayed entering the fight, so she will survive better. And Surging spell will give you more defenses from the artifact, and then also shielding. And then Coco will not be able to cast her ultimate over here, like she will get silenced. However, in the next round, as soon as the silence wears off, she will be able to cast her ultimate and protect your team. So what happened for Ragutra here is his Thorin and Mikola were dead because his level is lower, but then Coco casted ultimate, Coco, Sonya, and Odie were alive, and basically they survived almost the entire fight because Sonya and Odie and Coco all had the damage reduction from the buff effect Crimson Covenant of Sonya. Yeah. Okay. And it is going pretty well so far, and like if you're I don't actually want to clear it here because I want to show you guys the other teams for Hell difficulty, but this is not a team that is going to get you a top score. This is like if you're having major issues surviving and you don't have Reinier at Mythic Plus, then you can run a team like this. Basically, it's a really defensive team option. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys the teams which will clear Epic for you and will also clear Hell for you if your levels are high enough. They are the Reinier teams, and there are two of them. One of them is going to be more like free-to-play friendly because it doesn't even have Sinbad, and if you have Reinier at Mythic Plus, you're going to be able to clear Epic, no issue with this team, and get your top score in Hell mode with this team. That Ragutra got his top score with this team in Hell mode, yeah, but he was not able to clear Hell mode because his level is not high enough. But if your levels are higher, and then you will definitely be able to clear it today with this team. So Reinier in front of Odie, Mikola up in the front, Sonya buffing up Odie and Lily May. You can go for example, Bonnie rather than the Lily May. However, Lily May is doing great as well, and both of them should be able to get the clear for you. So we'll just do a run of this team. And the crazy thing is, this team is also doing very well in Endless. And it's a pretty good budget option, and all you would do is swap out Surging for Blade Summon spell in Endless. But if you don't have Blade Summon, you can run the Surging as well. We'll do some runs of that, and you guys can see it. But this team in Endless has gone 36 billion damage for people today, which is incredible considering it doesn't have twins, it doesn't have Sinbad. It is a pretty budget team option. But it is again showing you how important Reinier to Mythic Plus. Like, look at that, 33 seconds left, easy execution in hell difficulty. But of course, this account has maximum levels, and also it has high investment. But this is a team that you can use to knock out both epic mode and hell mode. Okay, before we do a run of this team in hell mode, I will show you guys the other team option with Reinier and Odie and Sinbad. If you have these heroes built, maybe you don't have Lily May, or you want to give this team a try, this is also a really top performing team. You guys might remember from last week when we covered good team options. This is going to get a good score, and now we are on Endless, so like it isn't really going to be a fair test how much it will be able to get pre-Endless, like in Hell mode, but this should be able to clear Hell mode if your level is high enough, and it should definitely be able to clear Epic mode even at free-to-play resonating levels, and let's see how it does in Endless. But like I mentioned to you guys, if you have the Blade Summon spell unlocked for Endless, you should always be running that. Surging is the second best option. So if I'm running Surging in a team, it's only to show you that it can work even without the Blade Summon. However, Blade Summon is going to be considered better. Now, this is a really good 34.5 billion with the Surging spell. Very respectable score. And overall, really good and solid team that you guys can try if you have these heroes built. Okay, what we're going to do before we actually show you the pay-to-win teams, top pay-to-win teams of today, I am going to show you, as I've labeled over here, we're going to do this team again without the Sinbad, and we're going to run it with the Blade Summon spell. If you have it in Asperia monthly running, then you will have the Blade Summon spell this week, and we're going to give this a try, because this can get a really good score. Like, we just got 34.5 billion with the Sinbad team. This one can get over 36 billion, only using Lily May and Odie as your damage dealers, which is pretty crazy. Look at that. Mikola charms are going to be very important, as you guys can see here, because she did need to proc them in order to get that invincibility. Otherwise, she would have been dead. So, of course, the charms on all of the heroes here are going to be important. Odie charms, Sonya charms, Mikola went down there. I don't know if that was bad RNG or if that is always intended to happen. And Lily May, I mean, if you run Lily May in a lot of Dream On bosses, you can get her charms even upgraded to Epic, and it can be worth it for you. I mean, this is looking really good. We're getting a really solid score, 37.9 billion damage. This is no joke. This is a really good, pretty much top performing team. If you don't have the twins, this is going to be your best option. You can run it with Surging. It will be a little bit worse, and you can run it with Blade Summon. But this is one of the top team options today, and it is a really good budget team, only using basically Reinier at Mythic Plus that is not owned by maybe some people. Okay guys, now we're going to come to the pay-to-win teams. There are two pay-to-win teams. The overall best one is Crow. Crow came up with this team formation, and then there was a modification. So originally Crow had the blue-haired Elijah in the front, and Lila in the back, pink hair in the back. However, what people found is that after doing testing, it seemed like the top score potential is higher when you have Elijah blue hair in the back and Lila pink hair in the front. So in this team, like basically, I have Lila, which is pink hair in the front, blue hair in the back, and I'm gonna give it a run with the Blade Summon spell. However, this team is going to be RNG reliant, and it does seem that maybe Elijah in the front, like swapped around like here, is a little bit safer, but we'll see what happens with this team formation. Let's give it a shot. And it is Blade. We're going to be running Blade Summon spell because this is the overall best pay to win team, so we want to maximize it and see what type of damage score we can hit with it. But if you don't have Blade Summon, you can use Surging. Like we mentioned, that is going to be your next best option for these teams. Okay, so Sinbad is one of the most dominant damage dealers in this boss. However, you can replace Sinbad in this exact team. Just swap him out for Odie, and it can also get over 40 billion damage. People have gotten over 40 billion damage with the same exact team, replacing Sinbad for Odie, which is pretty amazing. Okay, but look at this. This is looking really good for us. 5 seconds left. It looks like there's not really any survival issues of our front line. 41 billion damage on our first run, which is incredible. That is going to put us in the top 1 position. I was not expecting that on our first attempt. Maybe we got good RNG, and that is why, I don't know, it just seems like having the blue hair Elijah in the back and Lila pink hair in the front seems to be doing better for people. People have even gotten over 42 billion damage today with this lineup. Okay guys, now I'm going to show you the Odie comp rather than Sinbad as a damage dealer. We're just going to replace Sinbad for Odie, and the way I've seen it work has been with the pink hair Lila in the back and Elijah in the front, and so that is the team comp I'm gonna try. First of all, it might be related to RNG, and it might you can basically try the twins in both positions and see which one does better. But it does seem like the survival is better from this positioning because the twins are not going to be taking as much aggro and as much damage. However, Mikola is still pretty low. She's probably going to die pretty early on in this fight. Or no, she actually manages to survive. Okay, this is looking really good. Like, we have survived really nicely. We're clearing the Yeti cell rapidly. Mikola is still alive, barely. This is looking really good. Yeah, I think, yeah, we're on track to hit over 40 billion with this team for sure. Might even break our record with the Sinbad team, which is crazy. That Odie is basically, wow, we actually broke the record. 41.4 billion with Odie rather than Sinbad. So they're kind of tied, neck and neck. Odie or Sinbad, you can use either one of them. However, the only difference, basically, it seems like, is with the Odie comp, it seems to be safer and better to have the pink carrot in the back. Whereas with the Sinbad comp, you replace Odie for Sinbad, and you're going to have pink hair in the front and blue hair in the back. It just seems like these are the top scores of today so far. What I'm going to do, guys, we're going to do some skip runs. If we manage to get another top score, then I will show it to you guys. Otherwise, we'll just cut until the end of the video. Okay, we did get a new record, 41.7 billion right off the bat. Okay, we'll keep going for it. Okay guys, I did around 5 more runs. I was unable to break these records, and just to recap it, they're really neck and neck. 41.4 billion in endless from the Odie comp, 41.7 billion in endless from the Sinbad comp. The only difference in the formations were swapping Sinbad for Odie in the same position, and in the Sinbad comp, we had Elijah, which is blue-haired, in the back, Lila, pink-haired, in the front. Whereas in the Odie comp, it was the reverse for the twins placement. We had pink-haired Lila in the back and Elijah blue-haired in the front. It just seemed to be working better with these arrangements. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. I mean, I'm very happy with 41.7 billion damage. It is a top score of today. Hopefully, you guys can also get a top ranking depending on whichever heroes you have built and the levels you have. If you have any other teams that have worked out well for you that I didn't share in this video, feel free to share them in the comment section. I'm sure that can help out other people there. And if you guys want to chat with me more, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. We have over 2,550 active members, and we talk about everything related to AFK Journey. So I look forward to seeing you guys in Discord or in the next video. And until then, guys, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.